Brought to you by Penguin.
Unbreakable by Melvyn Downes. Read by Daon Broni. To my wife, Zoe, and kids, Amy and Sam. Forward. Billy Billingham. You think you know a bloke. You fight alongside each other for years. You sit across from each other in the mess. You have nights out drinking. You appear on the same bloody television show. Then you read their book and realise that in lots of ways, you didn't really know them at all. It's funny that one of the biggest talkers I know, a man who loves to chat, would be silent about so much that has shaped his life. He never really told us about the racist abuse he suffered when he was a kid at school, or the way that he's taken constant inspiration from the example set by his parents. We were there for him when he was going through his darkest emotional struggles, but I don't think he ever really let on how far he almost fell. Still, I've been lucky enough to watch him at work and play for over 30 years, so there's a lot in the book that didn't come as a surprise. Like a lot of the blokes in the regiment, Mel's had to graft for anything good that's come in his life. He's also had as many dances with death as anyone else I know. I reckon what's got him through is his mindset. Mel's relentlessly positive and totally resilient. He's able to make the best of any situation because he's learned that whether you're a special forces operator or an accountant, at some point, life's going to throw a whole load of nonsense in your face. And then, just when you think you're safe, it'll do it all over again. You can't stop that happening. What you are in control of is how you react. If you're like Mel, you'll take a moment, flash the world a smile, then roll your sleeves up and get to work. The other thing that I think shines through in this book is Mel's unshakable integrity. That's one of the reasons he thrived from the first moment he stepped through the doors at Hereford. He's a stand-up bloke, always the first to offer to take responsibility, the first to put his hand up when he knows he's messed up, the first to put himself forward when one of his mates needs help. The nature of our work means that only a very tiny number of people will ever hear the truth about what the SAS have done and continue to do in the service of our country. We knew about that secrecy when we signed up, so none of us could or would ever want to complain about the discretion we all have to show. So there's a lot Mel has had to keep under his hat. He'll take a lot of those things to his grave. Still, Mel's book is as good as anything out there at taking you right to the heart of battle. His long career before joining the SAS and the years he spent protecting journalists in some of the world's most dangerous places mean there's no shortage of action to choose from. I can't believe the lunatic volunteered to go to Baghdad, with little more to protect him than a pistol and body armour that barely covered his t-shirt. Even harder to believe, he lived to tell the tale. Reading it transported me to my own experiences in combat. It's there in his recall of tiny details. The noise bullets make as they ping off the outside of an APC. The smell that rises from men struggling to conquer their fear. The sheer weirdness of fighting in the unnatural green glow shone by our night vision goggles. The sickening feeling that comes when one of your mates is hit. He's honest about the ways in which these things have impacted him. Like so many who spent so much time in uniform, he's still fighting a lot of ghosts from his past. I really respect his willingness to open up and talk with brutal honesty about the challenges these have presented to his mental health. I'm sure this will help others from every walk of life to do the same. Knowing Mel, he'd be delighted with that. It probably sounds like a bit of a cliche, but I don't really care. Mel is one of the good guys, a modest bloke with a hell of a lot to boast about. He's written an amazing book that I hope he's proud of. He should be. Prologue. Nothing else matters. All I want to do is get out. I hate doing this. I don't like being so high up. I don't like being burdened by so much gear. I'm in the hold of a shuddering, rumbling transport plane, thousands of feet above solid ground. The journey is conducted in semi-darkness. Even on night missions, the lights are kept low, to ensure that we're not shocked by the transition into the dark skies outside. With everyone and all their weapons and kits.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?